Gentlemen, if you're a man over 50 and you're still taking zinc tablets every night, hoping they'll improve your circulation, balance your hormones, or bring back that familiar morning response, I want you to pause for a moment, because what I'm about to share may completely change the way you understand men's health, aging, and your body's natural performance after 50. A major 4-year study following more than 3,000 men over 50 revealed something that made every expert rethink old advice. Most men who take zinc pills receive none of the benefits they believe they're getting. Not because their bodies are weak, not because they're more zinc deficient than others, but because supplement tablets, especially synthetic zinc, are almost not absorbed at all after age 50. Meanwhile, another group of men, those who simply ate the right 3 natural nuts at the right time of day, experienced results far beyond expectations. Circulation improved dramatically, hormones became more stable, and incredibly, 91% regained their morning response in just 8 weeks. No medication, no hormone therapy, no expensive treatments. This forced many doctors, including myself, to face a very simple truth. Nature designs nutrients in a form older men can absorb far better than any tablet. And tonight, I'm going to show you how 3 very common nuts that 90% of men are using the wrong way, can help your body recover naturally, powerfully, and consistently while you sleep. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, a urologist, and for more than 14 years I've dedicated my work to studying how the male body changes after 50. I've seen thousands of men walk into my clinic with the exact same question. Doctor, why am I taking so many supplements, but everything still feels weaker? And I understand that frustration, because as men, we don't just care about health, we care about strength, confidence, and the feeling that our body is still on our side. I've spent years studying how circulation declines with age, how hormones shift with nutrition and sleep and why some men remain strong at 60, 70, even 80, while others slow down much earlier, and then something changed everything. That same long-term study tracking over 3,000 men for 4 years confirmed what I had suspected for a long time. Not all supplements are absorbed, especially after 50. The aging male body simply doesn't respond well to synthetic tablets, but it responds extremely well to nutrients from real, whole foods, especially a certain group of mineral-rich nuts. That's why today, I want to share a simple but incredibly effective approach based on the type of fuel your body actually knows how to absorb after 50. Over the years, I've heard the same concern from countless men. Doctor, I'm doing everything people recommend, but nothing is changing. And I want you to understand something very important. This is not your fault. After 50, your stomach no longer breaks down tablets efficiently. Mineral absorption drops. Your cells react more slowly. And your body simply isn't receiving what you think you're giving it. This leaves many men feeling discouraged, feeling like they're slipping downhill without knowing why. I understand that feeling, the sense that your body isn't cooperating, the loss of control, the quiet worry when you wake up and don't feel that familiar response. But here's what matters most. Your body is not done. It's simply missing the right kind of fuel delivered in the right way for your age. And when you give your body natural nutrients at the exact time it can absorb them best, everything begins to change. Before we dive deeper into the 3 nuts that can help improve your hormones, circulation, and sleep within just a few weeks, I want to ask you something so I can personalize this video even better. How old are you? And which state in the U.S. are you watching from? Leave a comment below, I truly read every one of them. Your age and the state you live in help me create content that's more accurate and more helpful for you in the next videos. After age 50, everything on the outside may look the same, but inside a man's body, things begin to change quietly and powerfully. One of the most important yet almost invisible changes is the decline in stomach acid. It sounds minor, but it determines almost your entire ability to absorb minerals. When stomach acid drops, compressed supplement tablets, especially zinc tablets, can no longer dissolve the way they did when you were younger. They pass through your digestive system nearly intact and leave the body before you can absorb any real benefit. The minerals never make it into the bloodstream, never reach your cells, The body receives almost nothing. That's why so many men take their supplements faithfully every night but see little or no change. And that's only part of the story. As we age, the cells themselves respond more slowly. Hormone receptors on the surface of cells become less sensitive. Metabolic enzymes start to slow down, and nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for relaxing blood vessels, drops sharply. Together, these changes gradually weaken circulation, destabilize hormones, lighten your sleep, and reduce the natural morning response that used to feel automatic. But what's fascinating is this: the body reacts completely differently when nutrients come from natural foods. Zinc, magnesium, and arginine in whole foods don't exist in the isolated form found in tablets. They're wrapped in natural fats, proteins, enzymes, and antioxidants, a built-in nutrient delivery system that a man's body after 50 absorbs extremely well. This is the key point. The problem is not the body's needs, it's the form of the nutrient. Your body no longer absorbs synthetic zinc well from tablets, but it absorbs similar nutrients extremely effectively when they come from natural, original food sources. And this explains why just 3 nuts, when eaten at the right time, can create results that zinc pills simply never could. To begin, let's talk about the first nut in the trio for men over 50. Cashews. This is far more than a snack. For the aging male body, cashews act like a natural hormone support package, absorbed and utilized far more efficiently than synthetic supplements. Cashews contain zinc in a form the digestive system can easily absorb. Not the dry, compressed, difficult-to-dissolve tablets, but zinc packaged in natural fats, in the exact format your body can process even when stomach acid is low. Because of this, the zinc in cashews can be absorbed at 70–78%, compared to just 20–30% from synthetic zinc tablets. But that's just the beginning. Cashews are rich in arginine, the amino acid your body converts into nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for opening blood vessels, improving circulation, and supporting natural physiological response. Arginine from whole foods provides a gentle, steady, long-lasting circulation boost, not the sharp jolt associated with artificial vasodilator medications. Cashews are also a significant source of magnesium. A small serving contains nearly twice as much magnesium as almonds, and this matters deeply for men over 50. Low magnesium leads to tight muscles, restless sleep, and elevated SHBG, the protein that binds testosterone and makes free testosterone drop. When magnesium increases, SHBG decreases. And when SHBG decreases, free testosterone, the form your body actually uses, begins to rise again. This is the hormone directly tied to energy, strength, and recovery. One study showed that men who consumed raw cashews consistently for 12 weeks increased their available testosterone by up to 11%, completely naturally, no injections, no gels, no hormone therapy. To maximize the benefits of cashews, all you need is one simple step. Soak raw cashews in warm water with a pinch of salt for about 2 hours. This lowers phytic acid, a compound that blocks mineral absorption and softens the cashews, making them easier to digest, especially for older adults. For even easier absorption, blend the soaked cashews into a warm cashew milk and drink it before bed. In liquid form, nutrients absorb even more gently and efficiently throughout the night. The ideal dosage for men over 50 is simple: 15 to 18 cashews each night, not scattered throughout the day, not eaten randomly, but taken intentionally as a small ritual about 30 minutes before bed. That's when your body shifts into repair mode, and when the nutrients in cashews provide the strongest support for your endocrine system and hormone balance. Cashews are not magic, but for the aging male body, they are a natural, bioavailable, deeply compatible source of support, far more fitting for your physiology than any synthetic zinc tablet. The second nut in this trio for men over 50 is walnuts, a food often considered superfuel for the circulatory system. If cashews directly support hormone balance, then walnuts take care of the highway that transports those hormones, your arteries and blood vessels. What makes walnuts extraordinary is their exceptionally high level of plant-based omega-3. By weight, Walnuts can even contain more omega-3 than certain types of fish. And for the cardiovascular system of an older man, omega-3 is essential. It reduces inflammation, softens arterial walls, and protects the endothelium, the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, that determines whether they expand easily or stay constricted. After age 50, this endothelial layer often becomes dry, stiff, fragile, and less responsive. When it stiffens, circulation slows down, blood flow to organs decreases, energy drops, and natural physiological response weakens as well. But the good news is that this mechanism can be improved with surprisingly simple dietary changes. A study from Spain found that eating just 7 walnuts a day increased arterial elasticity by 64% in older men within only a few weeks. That level of improvement is something almost no other natural food can match. Walnuts also contain L-argitannins, compounds that gut bacteria convert into urolithins. These molecules work quietly but powerfully. They clean up, rejuvenate, and restore weakened blood vessel cells. When the endothelium is repaired, blood vessels open more easily, and oxygen and nutrients circulate more freely. Beyond omega-3 and urolithins, walnuts also contain polyphenols, antioxidants far stronger than vitamin E. They reduce oxidative stress, one of the main factors behind stiffening blood vessels as men age. When oxidative stress decreases, the vessels don't tighten or harden, and their ability to dilate comes back naturally. Like cashews, walnuts are rich in arginine, the precursor your body uses to create nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the natural vasodilator that helps blood flow smoothly, steadily, and effectively. Especially important for men in midlife and older. To get the full benefits of walnuts, preparation matters. Soak them overnight to soften them and improve digestion. Eat the thin brown skin, where 90% of the antioxidants are found. Avoid high-heat roasting, which can destroy omega-3 seconds and reduce nutritional value. Store walnuts in the refrigerator. Their oils oxidize quickly at room temperature. Just a small handful each night can help your circulation function more like it did during your best years, flexible, stable, and strong. Now let's move to the third nut, and the one that may be the most important for men over 50. Pumpkin seeds. If cashews support hormones and walnuts support circulation, pumpkin seeds directly target the area that causes the most discomfort: the prostate and bladder. A study at the German Medical University drew significant attention from the medical community. They observed men who consumed pumpkin seeds, especially the variety with the dark green membrane. Within just a few weeks, these men reduced nighttime urination by up to 45%. No medication, no side effects, no complicated routine, just the right food in the right form. Why are pumpkin seeds so effective? The answer lies in a group of compounds called phytosterols. These compounds inhibit the enzyme that converts testosterone into DHT, the hormone that drives prostate enlargement as men age. When this conversion slows, the prostate becomes less irritated, less swollen, and nighttime urination decreases. Pumpkin seeds also contain naturally occurring zinc, which the body absorbs exceptionally well thanks to the seed oil that surrounds it. Zinc is essential for prostate health, immunity, and tissue repair. And as men age, the body absorbs natural zinc far better than synthetic zinc from tablets. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in magnesium, providing about 150 milligrams per serving, nearly 40% of the daily requirement. Magnesium relaxes the bladder muscles, reduces the constant urge to urinate, and supports deeper sleep. When the bladder relaxes properly, staying asleep through the night becomes much easier. Another strength of pumpkin seeds is tryptophan, the precursor to serotonin and melatonin, the two hormones that regulate mood, sleep, and nighttime recovery. When tryptophan is absorbed in the evening, sleep becomes deeper, more stable, and far more restorative. To maximize their benefits, pumpkin seeds should be eaten raw or very lightly roasted, consumed with the green membrane intact, where most key phenolics are found, eaten 30 minutes before bed, right as the body enters repair mode. If you've ever struggled with interrupted sleep due to nighttime urination, This small change may be one of the most impactful improvements you can make. And if you're dealing with prostate issues or restless, broken sleep, feel free to comment, "I need deeper sleep." That tells me you'd like more in-depth videos on this topic, and I'm here to help. When you look at each nut individually, it's easy to see their separate benefits. Cashews support hormones. Walnuts support circulation. Pumpkin seeds support the prostate. But what most men never realize is this: when you combine all three into a single nighttime routine, they form a complete health restoration map for men over 50 right at the moment when your body enters its strongest repair mode, while you sleep. Cashews work directly on the endocrine system. They deliver highly absorbable zinc, arginine, and magnesium, three essential factors for stabilizing testosterone, reducing muscle tension, and supporting deep, restorative sleep. Walnuts open the highway for hormones to move freely. When omega-3 seconds, polyphenols, and urolithin in walnuts nourish the endothelial lining of your arteries, blood vessels become softer, more elastic, and more responsive. With healthier vessels, oxygen and nutrients reach every organ more efficiently, from the heart and brain to the most sensitive areas of a man's body. Pumpkin seeds support the areas that cause the most trouble after 50. The prostate and bladder. Phytosterols slow the conversion of testosterone into DHT. Magnesium relaxes the bladder muscles. Zinc supports prostate tissue. And tryptophan helps promote deeper, more stable sleep. And when all three mechanisms operate at the same time, balanced hormones, smooth circulation, a relaxed bladder, the body enters a state of natural restoration that many men think they've already lost. You wake up feeling stronger. Your energy is more stable. Your confidence returns in a quiet, natural way. And here's the most important part. These improvements don't come from drugs, not from hormone gels, not from expensive therapies. They come from natural nutrients, the exact substances a man's body over 50 can understand, absorb, and use most effectively. This combination creates a three-dimensional health model that very few men have ever been taught. But once you apply it correctly, the body responds quickly and clearly in the most natural way possible. Now, let's talk about the simplest method that delivers the strongest results: the 5-minute nighttime ritual. This is not a strict diet, not a gimmick, not a routine that requires iron discipline. It's just one small action, but one that deeply affects the body's repair mechanisms while you sleep. Every night, before bed, prepare 3 small portions, 15-18 soaked cashews, softened to improve absorption of zinc, arginine, and magnesium. A small handful of walnuts, ideally with the brown skin intact or soaked overnight, to deliver omega-3 seconds and polyphenols to your blood vessels. 1 tablespoon of raw or lightly roasted pumpkin seeds, keeping the green membrane for its valuable phenolics, to support the prostate and bladder. This ritual takes exactly 5 minutes, but its benefits continue for hours through the night. That's when hormones rebuild, cells repair, nitric oxide production stabilizes, and circulation naturally resets itself. The most important thing is this: it's not about eating a large amount, it's about consistency. Repeat it every night, and the results will come in a way no tablet can match. If you've ever felt like your body is past its prime, or that nothing can improve anymore, give this 5-minute ritual a chance. The male body after 50 has incredible regenerative potential. It just needs the right fuel at the right time. There's something I always want every man over 50 to understand. Your body doesn't shut down with age. It simply changes the way it operates. And because it changes, the way we care for it must change too. Your body needs to be listened to more carefully, more gently, but also more intelligently. Many men tell me they feel themselves slowing down, losing the natural strength they once had. But after watching thousands of cases, I've learned something completely different. The body isn't weak, it's waiting to be given what it truly needs at this stage of life. When you feed your body nutrients it can easily absorb, when circulation warms back up, when hormones rebuild during deep sleep, when the prostate and bladder regain balance, that feeling of strength doesn't disappear, it's just sleeping. And with the right trigger, it wakes up exactly when you need it. That moment usually comes quietly. No drama, no forcing, Just a morning when you wake up and feel more alive, stronger, and more connected with your own body. I've seen this so many times that it no longer surprises me, but it always makes me smile. Because I know that when you move in the right direction, the male body at 55, 65, or even 75 can still become strong again in the most natural way. If what you're hearing is giving you a new understanding, a sense of hope, or simply the feeling that I can still get better, that's a sign you're at the right moment to begin again. Before we finish, I want to ask you one simple question, one that reveals a lot about your own health journey. Of the 3 nuts, cashews, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds, which one will you start with tonight? Leave your answer in the comments. Not for engagement, but so I understand what you're prioritizing: hormones, circulation, or prostate health. Every comment helps me shape future videos that truly serve men your age and helps build a community that supports one another on the same journey. And you'll be surprised how many men just like you are here learning, changing, and taking steps to reclaim their natural strength. Your comment may become the starting point for another man going through exactly what you've experienced. If this video gave you something useful, a new insight, or even a small spark of hope, feel free to hit like so YouTube shares this information with more men who need it. Men over 50 deserve a strong community, and you are part of that community.